What's good, YouTube? The one, the only Anime 6 here with Pandaman, Chris Hughes. Now, Mr. King of Road, who plays different decks. So we're gonna talk about it. So, what? So he went to a locals the other day, and you had what deck?
Tempo.
And then after a hellacious mirror match, we'll just say hellacious. We'll doctor it up with fancy words that I don't understand. I just say it. What do you do with the Trident Dragon, essentially?
Nah, I sold that deck. I was like, I don't want to play no more. I hate the deck. I don't like the mirror match. And then I said, we moving on to the next deck, which is Memento.
Is that Memento Darkblade? Like, is that retrained? Is that?
It is.
So essentially, what happened is you took $100 card, put 75 in your pocket, and now you have this. I mean, I'm kidding. All jokes aside. You have money left over in your pocket. Anyway, let's get into this because you got second place by point, or just by tiebreakers, but yeah. You went undefeated today, 4-0.
4-0 with Mementos. The deck is with the new support is actually really, really strong. And just so y'all know, I was learning the deck as I was playing today because I did not know the deck at all. It's the first time I've had these cards, so
what you're saying is you and 4 other people today learned this deck the hard way. Got it.
Yep. And I learned it was really good. When I thought I was down and out and I didn't have anything, I found out I had a whole combo line just playing out of my graveyard.
Let's get into the list.
So it's a 1-card combo deck, and this is the the 1-card starter. Both of these are 1-card starters. You use this to get to this to get to this to start, which gets you to this, which is dumping a whole lot of monsters into the graveyard.
And that is Angel Witch, Darkblade, and then we will not pronounce that card.
It's after Tatsunoko, but it's after the zombie monster. Looks just like it, so that's what it's based after. Yeah. Those are the only ones that you run multiples of. Everything else is a 1 of, 1 mace, 1 goblin, 1 of the new one dragon, and 1 of the boss monster. These they're only 1 ofs, but they're all good. This really does make the deck. Them adding this in was really broken. It's a free body once it's sent. You're sending it off of this guy. It's really good, and it adds something back. One of the cards from your graveyard back to your hand. So that's really good. Like before, when I read this deck, I didn't. You would have before all this, you wouldn't really run him because he's kind of a dead card. Now it's broken. Being able to destroy 3 cards, and when you blow it up, I did that so many times to people. Like, it's really good.
Okay.
And then 3 bone parties. This helps you dodge cards, blow up your cards, special summon another one when they try to imperm or something, or even if they ash. You do it like a lot of times when you start with the starter of the Dark Knight, and they stop it. If you have bone party, like cool, bone party, blow it up, go get the witch anyways. Who's always getting in. And now one of the new cards they released, their fusion card, because they love making quick play fusion spells that say, we're technically generic, you just have to use the monsters. Which if you blow up a monster this turn, you can shuffle them from the graveyard as well to make their new fusion. And then the really good graveyard effect, you can banish this from your graveyard, destroy 1 monster you control, not a memento, just a monster you control, and add a speller, one of their speller traps from your deck to your hand.
So, like, theoretically, you could talents or change the heart of someone's stuff, pop it, and then go to town.
I did this with a token. I had a token, but I had no memento monsters in hand. This allowed me to pop the token, go get another one of these, and because a monster was destroyed, I was allowed to shuffle monsters from my graveyard back in the deck to make the fusion monster, which adds 2 monsters from your deck to your hand. It was literally full combo. I had to read it, and I was like, during your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, destroy 1 monster you control, and if you do, add 1 memento spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. Period. Does not say that you can't add it itself. So,
Jesus.
Went and added another one, and you can make Guardian Chimera with this too during your opponent's turn.
Oh God.
They decided to make this deck so much better. 1 field spell, and 1 of their, I'm making Appaloosa Trap.
Jesus Christ.
And then, of course, because your deck lineup is not that huge, you can ball out in hand traps. 3 Ash, 2 Ogre, to Ghost Mourner, to Effect Veiler, 3 imperms. So I was running, 3, 6, and 6. So I was running 12. I was running 12 hand traps. Technically, you can call it 13 because one of those little monsters is a steal your opponent's monster during their turn until the end phase. Which I did that to so many of the Tenpai players today. They just summoned Hydra, didn't have the field spell, I took it. Or they summoned Hydra to go get the field spell, flip field spell, I said chain this, take your Hydra.
Yeah.
And then get you to your 1-card starter, search in your 1-card starter, and I really, really hate Tenpai. Like, I really hate that deck. And I really hate Tenpai.
No, you hate everybody. You hate.
I hate everybody, so yes, I am running the 1. And no, I didn't resolve this once today at all.
40 cards?
42, because I can't get this down to 40. It's so hard. It's so hard getting this deck to 40, and I'm not running more than 42. I don't want to run 42, but it is what it is. All right.
We're looking to the spicy 15.
Guardian Chimera, because you can play this in this deck now, and their new fusion. So, when he is fusion summoned, you can destroy 1 Memento monster you control, add 2 Memento monsters from your deck to your hand with different names. When this fusion summon card is destroyed, you can special summon a level 6 or lower Memento monster from your graveyard. So he can potentially pop himself or pop another one you have on the field. Add 2 from your deck to your hand, which is typically the Trinehorn Dragon. You have more than 3 in the graveyard, you get to summon it. Typically, after that, what you're typically doing is you're adding 2. You're going to summon the Trinehorn Dragon. You're going to use Tron Dragon, whatever else you have on the field. You're going to SP Little Knight. Then you summon your big guy. And because you have SP Little Knight and the big guy, when you set your trap and all that, even if they have Nib, doesn't matter. Nib takes both of them off the board. Bring them back. You still have your full setup.
Jesus.
On your opponent's turn, as soon as they activate any card, unless it's taking the big guy off the field, you special summon Anguish from your graveyard, which then adds the monster that can take your opponent's monster. So you can negate 5 times. You have the Jack. Any other hand traps you drew in your hand. It's also you set the quick play spell again, so you can make Guardian Chimera too. So you have SP Little Knight on the board, the ability to make Guardian Chimera, be able to jack their monster, negate 5 monster effects. It's really dumb. You know, you make that, you have that. Of course, we have the potential OTK, you know, generic stuff, you know, because there's some darks. And then, so my side deck, I am running Waking the Dragon because what does Tenpai like to do? They like to blow up or banish your back row. So, because you play Tenpai, sir. Tell me you don't main Lightning Storm.
The reason we have to deal with this now.
And if they destroy my back row, we are summoning this out. And you better have that imperm, or you better have that droplets, or it's my turn, and we just swinging. We just swinging.
Man.
You know, and then of course, you know, we have the better arsenal, the better Ultimate Falcon because he's bigger. That's literally what it is. He's just bigger, 4K.
It's like a 4K guy card just going.
And that's in there just in case. You know, I'm not running anything I want to negate spells and traps.
So what you're saying is I need to play my Lightsworn deck so that way I can hit you with my Ugly Honest so you can be mad at me even more.
Nope. And then, I consider this card after Bruce. Shout out to Bruce, hit me with this while I was playing Tenpai. So much better than D-Barrier because this also stops the link play. They can't kill you with links either because you can't go into more than one. And once you have one on the board, you're not link climbing. Once you have one synchro on the board, you're not synchro climbing and anything else. So that literally just stops them. Judgment, because it is really strong to Judgment their normal summon. Even if the field spell up, it does not matter. You can still negate the summon. So if you negate the summon of the Hydra, you good. You just have to make sure that you do have a backup for they probably have the quick play spell in their hand. They always have the quick play spell in their hand. And just make sure you have something for that. Book of Moon, because again, It's really good for them. They go to battle phase, you're like, cool, Book of Moon that monster.
So this essentially, I'm gonna let you finish your side dip. I'll make the comment as you're going through. This is just anti-tempi.
I mean, it works for a lot of things, but yeah, because it's actually even really strong if you know when to Solemn Judgment, even Snake Eye. Like if you know when to negate the summon of a monster, if you know which one to hit, it can be really good against them too.
Gotta know when to hold them.
I have 3 nib over here because I'm not maining this because fuck Tempi. It does nothing to Tempi. I don't want this. I need hand traps that I know I can activate against them, and this does nothing. Effect Veiler's almost on that level. 2, because just in case I run into a lot of back row, and of course the Waking the Dragons. Everybody wants to get rid of back row, and Tempi's not running evenly. They trying to attack you.
They can't.
I mean, you could, but you're giving up your battle phase to do nothing. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, it could, but it would be really bad. But
Goddamn mementos. You got any shout outs, Panda?
of course, shout out to my president of my fan club, Ant-Man.
Yeah, I'm still here.
To the man that made me sell the deck yesterday, Matt Roberts. He whipped my ass yesterday with his deck and mirror match. I was like, I'm not playing it no more. Costa Game Cafe, the Yu-Gi-Oh community around here. Wise Guys, shout out Greg. Wise Guys, birds up. Flu best deck, always. Band shifter.
100%. Oh, God. I have entered the Twilight Zone. Anyway, YouTube, I'm the one and only M816. This is the one and only Pandaman. There's always movement, and until next time, deuces.